BTS is back, feel the attack.
Welcome BTS Lovers Update. Purple Heart. The world seemed to pause for a moment. Global media began moving fast. Markets reacted unexpectedly. And once again, one name stood at the center of global attention, BTS. But wait, what exactly was just announced? Why did reactions spread so rapidly across the world? And is it really true that a single announcement caused global investors to panic? Was this just an exaggerated rumor? Or is there something much bigger hidden behind BTS's words? Why are Korean media calling this a critical moment? And how could BTS be connected to sudden movements in the global market? Breaking news: BTS's announcement triggers global investor panic. But is that really true? Or is there more to the story than what we're being told? Stay calm, Army. Before we dive into the core of the news, we'll uncover how the world's reaction began, why the atmosphere shifted so suddenly, and why the name BTS once again made the world unable to stay silent. Stay with BTS Lovers Update, because what you're about to hear may be bigger than you ever imagined. Breaking news: BTS's announcement triggers global investor panic. A global reaction no one expected. At first, nothing seemed unusual. It was just another day in the global entertainment industry. Markets opening as usual, analysts reviewing numbers, fans scrolling through their timelines. But then, quietly at first, a single announcement began to ripple across digital platforms. A short statement, a confirmed message, a name that needed no explanation. BTS. Within minutes, reactions began to surface, not only from fans, but from places no one expected. Financial analysts paused their charts. Investors refreshed their screens repeatedly. Media outlets rushed to verify what had just been confirmed. Because when BTS speaks, the world doesn't just listen. The world reacts. The moment everything changed. The announcement itself was not delivered with chaos or dramatics. There was no shouting, no exaggerated claims. And yet, the effect was immediate. Social media surged. Keywords related to BTS began climbing global trends. Korean media switched headlines. International outlets followed closely behind. But beyond fan reactions and media excitement, something else was happening. Something quieter, colder, and far more telling. Market movement. Numbers began shifting. Stocks connected to BTS's ecosystem reacted sharply. Trading volumes increased. Analysts who had spent years studying the BTS effect suddenly found themselves witnessing it in real time again. But this time, the reaction felt different. Why investors paid attention? For years, BTS has been more than a music group. They have become a global economic force, a cultural brand capable of influencing industries far beyond entertainment. From albums and concerts to fashion, tourism, technology, and digital platforms, BTS's presence has consistently translated into measurable economic impact. This is not speculation. This is data. So when the announcement confirmed a major step forward in BTS's journey, investors didn't need long explanations. They understood the implications immediately. But understanding doesn't always prevent panic. Panic or anticipation? Here's the question many are asking. Was this truly panic, or was it anticipation disguised as chaos? Market experts describe moments like this as high-emotion response periods. When a powerful entity re-enters the stage, uncertainty follows closely behind excitement. Some investors rush to secure positions. Others fear they are too late. Some worry about volatility. Others see opportunity. And BTS, intentionally or not, sits at the center of it all. Media Korea breaks the silence. Korean media were among the first to frame the situation clearly. Headlines emphasized not only the announcement itself, but the speed and scale of the reaction. Financial columns referenced historical patterns, previous BTS announcements that had resulted in similar, but smaller, market movements. This time, however, analysts noted something unprecedented. The response wasn't limited to domestic markets. It was global. International markets react. From Asia to North America, from Europe to emerging markets, financial communities began discussing the same topic. What does this mean? Investment forums lit up with debates. Analysts issued rapid commentary. Some advised caution. Others predicted sustained growth. And in the middle of it all, BTS fans, ARMY, watched with a mixture of pride and disbelief. Because while ARMY understands BTS's influence emotionally, the financial world understands it numerically. And the numbers were speaking loudly. The BTS effect, a proven phenomenon. Economists have long studied what is now commonly referred to as the BTS effect. This phenomenon describes the measurable economic influence BTS exerts across multiple sectors. South Korea's economy has benefited significantly from BTS-related tourism, exports, and cultural visibility. International brands have seen spikes in engagement after BTS collaborations. Digital platforms experience traffic surges tied to BTS-related events. So when BTS confirms a major move, especially one hinting at a new chapter, the effect compounds. This announcement wasn't just about music. It was about momentum. Why this announcement felt bigger than before? Several factors contributed to the intensity of the reaction. First, timing. Global markets are currently more sensitive than ever. Economic uncertainty, technological shifts, and cultural volatility have made investors hyper-aware of influential signals. Second, expectation. The world has been waiting. Speculation had built quietly, but confirmation transforms speculation into reality, and reality forces action. Third, legacy. BTS is no longer proving themselves. They are sustaining an empire, and sustaining power often moves markets more than emerging potential. ARMY's reaction versus investor reaction. Interestingly, while investors reacted with urgency, ARMY reacted with emotion. Across platforms, fans expressed joy, relief, excitement, and anticipation. For ARMY, this announcement symbolized continuity, BTS moving forward together. For investors, it symbolized certainty, a known force reasserting itself. Different motivations. Same trigger. Behind the scenes, silence and strategy. One detail repeatedly highlighted by analysts is BTS's controlled communication style. There were no leaks, no prolonged speculation cycles, no dramatic escalation. The announcement arrived clean, deliberate, and precise. This level of control signals confidence, and confidence is a powerful message to markets. Some analysts believe this was no coincidence. Strategic timing, strategic wording, strategic impact. Is this the beginning of a new global cycle? Many experts are now asking a deeper question. Is this announcement the start of a new global cycle driven by BTS? Historically, BTS's major milestones have aligned with waves of industry shifts, new touring standards, digital engagement models, fan economy transformations. If history repeats itself, this announcement may not be the climax, but the opening act. Fear, excitement, and the unknown. Panic in markets is rarely pure fear. It is often a mix of fear and opportunity colliding at once. Those who hesitate fear missing out. Those who act fear acting too late. And those who observe fear misunderstanding the scale of what's happening. BTS creates moments like this because BTS represents scale. Global scale. What happens next? As of now, markets continue to stabilize, but attention remains fixed. Media outlets are preparing follow-up reports. Analysts are revising projections. Fans are counting down. And BTS, they remain calm. Because history has shown that when BTS moves forward, the world eventually adjusts around them. Final thought before the next chapter. This is not just a story about stocks. It's not just about numbers rising or falling. It's about influence. Influence so strong that a single announcement can move emotions, media, and markets simultaneously.